DreAllDay.com.
What up, everybody? Dre Baldwin, DreAllDay.com. So here we are with another What Should I Do video. I wasn't even going to make no more of these, but I see that a lot of you are still asking questions. A lot of you still need some guidance. Very strongly need some guidance. So the next What Should I Do question came from the Yellow Blueberry. His comment is, my friends always want to play pickup games. They never want to do drills. So I started playing alone, doing drills by myself, and doing drills after drills. He still plans on practicing alone, but should he play with his friends? He said his friends never play with people who are better than them. They always do the same thing, play 2-on-2 or 3-on-3 against each other. They think they're good, but when they play against other people, they don't play well. I haven't played with them for months, and he's made major improvements in his game, but people still get pissed at him. His friends get pissed at him because he doesn't play with them anymore. What should he do? I'm glad you asked this question, because this question comes up from a lot of people, and it's not necessarily about playing 2-on-2 and 3-on-3 versus doing drills. The question comes up not only from, and the question is, before I even get to that, the question is really when people start telling me about what other people is doing. Like, my friends is doing this and it's not working for them, or they talk about what somebody else is doing, why they don't like it, why they don't agree with what those other people are doing. Then they talk about what they're doing and compare what they're doing to what those other people are doing, and then they kind of they use me as a sounding board, or they just want to ask me for some advice as what they should do about that. And the funny thing is not just you young players that this comes from. I'm assuming that you're kind of young. It seems to me that you're a young player, probably in your teens. But I hear this from adults. I hear this from adults who are older than me who say stuff like this. I had a friend who was a trainer, and she was telling me about other trainers that she didn't like. How the other trainers, when they're doing their training videos and they talk this way and they do their exercises that way and they don't like this person. I'm like, yo, this person is selling like 1,000 times more training programs than you're selling. So obviously they must be doing something right. You point out everything that they're doing wrong. And the overall answer to this, to you, Yellow Blueberry, and everybody else who has this problem, stop worrying about what other people are doing. I don't care if they're in the same field as you. I don't care if they're on the same team as you, if they're in the same neighborhood, if they're better than you, if they're worse than you, if they're equal to you. Put your blinders on and stop worrying about what other people are doing. All you need to focus on is what you're doing. Me personally, the more time I spend in the past, anytime that I spent too much time focusing on what other people was doing, or what video is somebody else putting out on YouTube, or how many points this guy had in his league last week versus how many points I got to have in my league this week, or how many books did this guy sell compared to how many I sell, what programs this dude putting out compared to what programs I'm putting out, what he's talking about in his speech versus what I'm talking about in my speech. Everything got worse because all I was doing, my brain started comparing me to what other people was doing. So if I saw people who were not doing as well as me, I started to get too overconfident, and then I would get complacent because I felt like I was doing way better than everybody because I'm looking at people I'm better than. Or if I was looking at people who doing more than me, then I start thinking like, damn, I must be doing something wrong, or something's wrong with me because everybody I'm looking at is way above me. When I stopped focusing on what other people was doing and just focused 100% on what I needed to do, I already know what I need to do. I don't need to look at nobody else. I don't care what you did. I don't care how many programs you sold. I don't care how many points you had. I don't care what drills you was doing. I don't care what videos you put out on YouTube. All I'm focusing on was what I need to do. I know what I need to do in the game. I know what I need to do when I'm practicing. I know what I need to do with my programs. I know what I need to say in my speech. I know what I need to sell when I go out and sell whatever I'm selling in my business. I don't need to focus on what nobody else is doing. I don't care what nobody else did. I don't care what nobody else is about to do. I don't want to hear what nobody else is talking about doing. All I'm focused on is what I need to do for my business. The only time I'm looking at somebody else is if I don't know what I need to do. All of you already know what you need to do. To work on your game, you already know you need to work on your game. You already said you do drills because you know doing drills is going to get you improvement. You already seen the improvement from doing the drills, so you already know what you need to do. Forget what your friends are doing. Forget what your friends got to say. Your friends being mad at you is not going to stop you from getting better, is it? If your friends say, listen, you can either get better or you could be our friends, which one are you going to pick? Because if push comes to shove, you got to pick one. If you're going to pick your friends, then you can worry about what your friends got to say. Go play with them right now. You don't need to work out no more. If your choice would be, I'm going to pick my drills because that's going to get me where I want to go in my life, in my game, in my business of being a basketball player, then you need to go work on your game and do the drills. It's either or. You can't be of a split mind. The human brain is a powerful tool when it's focused on doing something and you make it clear exactly how you want it done. But if you're like, oh, well, I need to do this, but maybe this, or if I do this, then these people are going to be mad. If I do this, this is not going to work out. You got your brain going in more than one direction. It's not going to give it its full power. If you get anything going in two different directions at the same time, you're only getting 50% energy to both. You're not going to get the full result. You put 100% focus into whatever it is you're doing, the way that you want to do it, you'll get the result. But you can't be looking at everybody else. Don't focus on what other people's doing. Don't give a damn about what other people are saying. Who cares what other people think? People are going to think whatever they want. You can't control another person's thoughts. So if they think that something's wrong with you because you don't want to play with them no more, then they just got to think what they think. Because guess what? If you go play with them and your game gets worse, there's going to be a whole bunch of other people who think you're a bum because you're playing with bums every day. So there's always going to be somebody who thinks something negative about you no matter what you're doing. The more success you get, you're going to get way more people thinking negatively about you than when you're a bum and you're not good. Trust me. So focus on what you need to do because you already know what it is. Focus on that. Do what's best for you and let them worry about themselves. You can come back for them later once you get to where you want to go. Or you could just leave them in the dust if you want to do that too. But don't think about them. Don't worry about them. Don't let your actions be driven by what they think. Because all it's going to do is hold you back and split your brain power in two. And you're not going to get your full energy to what you really want. That's the answer to that question. Any of you got another question for what should I do? Leave it in the comments. If it's a good one, I'll get to it. If it's not, I'll just respond in the comments. But if it's something I want to make a video about, I will. So be detailed, but don't be long. All right, don't give me a damn soliloquy. Don't write a book. Give me enough information that I can address your question. Work on your game. DreAllDay.com. Thanks for checking out this video. Make sure you follow all my top content up here. Follow me on all your favorite social networks right over here. And make sure you are subscribed to catch all the new content I put on this channel every single day. Work on your game.